Awake from my slumber, I wish I could call you up. Miss how you'd put your love on me. Boy, you got my number. Wish I could feel your touch. Wish you could follow up on me. You never know when to chill. Always talk about keep it real. Only till you had your fill. Then you wanna cry ill will. I really wish you knew the deal. Oh, well, I guess that's what happens when two fools be falling in love. Mixing some pain and some passion. Nothing is ever in. If you can take my hand, I promise we'll find love again. Love again. Oh, oh. If you can take my hand, I promise we'll find love again. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. You don't even say what's up. Round your boys you act so tough, like you never been in love. If you don't quit acting up, alone is where you're gonna end up. I promise. You may think that I'm crazy. You should ask around about me. Put your trust in me, baby. I wake from my slumber. I wish I could call you up. Miss how you put your love on me. Boy, you got my number. Wish I could feel your touch. Wish you could follow up on me. So that's a little bit of how Love Again from Daniel, Caesar, and Brandy came out for you today. So let's get into our opening map, and then we'll channel what wants to come through about not only the lyrics to that song, but these cards. Oh, thank you, Love Source God, creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be, for these divine truths being channeled through me, for the overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness, for the empowerment of my brothers and sisters of humanity. May we all reach for the love again, and anything that doesn't allow that, would you like to uncreate and destroy right now? Yes, yes. As we begin the session with a little bit of a clearing statement, we're going to go right into this channeled message, and we're going to talk about love again. We want to talk about love again because all of you have a certain capacity for love, and that capacity for love is being stretched. And some of you have put that love on a slow trickle or turned the faucet of love off, and it's time for you to open that back up. It is safe to do so at this time as the magnetics and the energy has shifted on Earth. We want to encourage you to bring forward the floodgates of love, because in the old energy, there was so much resistance and restriction on loving because the magnetics were flowing in opposite. So when you worked in the way in which you were designed to, the magnetics and the pull of the energy on Earth worked against you because there was a reversal of those energies. Now that those energies have been righted, now that those energies have been flowing in their natural flow of direction as you pull to your natural inclination to be your authentic self, which is love in the highest, lightest, and brightest degrees, you also will see that it works this time. It works differently. And all the co-creative supportive components are in place. You may not identify yet who and where they're coming from and what role these ones play. But as you continue to pull towards that authentic love that you are today, you will see how these things come into fulfilling their roles and how everything was perfectly positioned for you. So if you haven't already begun to experience this, Hold on. It's coming in. It's coming in. And when it comes in, don't let it choke you up. Don't let it choke you up. When it does come in, it may be a little bit emotionally shocking because you're used to a certain resistant response. And these responses are going to be shifting. These responses are changing in nature, just as the nature is changing. As your nature is changing, you're attracting a different response from the same elements that you were dealing with in a difficult way before. Those same individuals that you loved so much and tried so hard with before that could not respond to you in the way in which you desired, the way in which you were intending and pulling for, because of the work that you've done within yourself, they're going to begin to show a higher aspect to you, because that's how they will relate to you. And the interesting part of all of this for you to remember and to consider is that this is what they desire to do all along anyways. This is what they desire to do all along anyways. And as you have addressed your own shadow aspects, your own lower vibrational aspects, you've done all this shadow work recently. You've cleared out a lot of that energy. So those aspects that they were responding to before within you are no longer existent within your energy field. Therefore, you cannot attract that part from them. So either they will come in and they will respond to who you are now, having left out all those triggers that you have worked through, or they will go somewhere where they can find a vibrational match. So if they leave your experience, you bless them and know that it's because they're not ready yet to match that higher aspect of you. If they stay, be open to the possibility that in this day, they will respond to the higher aspects of you from their higher aspects, because they are capable, willing, and ready to allow that to flow through them as well. So relationship healing is happening because you're healing within. You've healed so much within. And as you've filtered through these lower vibrational aspects, these shadow aspects, the muck and the gunk that sat inside your own energy field, and it is no longer within you, it will begin to display the opportunity for you to show who you are now. In other words, putting your master's degree to work instead of letting it hang on the wall behind you in your interpersonal relationships, because you've worked through it. So those in your immediate circle are more inclined to work through it as well. And as a result, the gunk and the muck that sits in their soul will come up in response to the light that you're showing. However, their response will be different. You may see some of the muck and the gunk, but don't give up on that. Don't think that that's the end. Just sit back and chill and stay in your mastery, applying that degree. And then you will be able to see as that muck and mire is moved out of their energy field, and then the response you see from them will begin to shift. And just like for you, the cleansing purpose, the cleansing service of your soul, the purpose and the service on your own soul that you provided of cleansing came through with much agony, much pain, many tears, many fears. Likewise, this is what you can be seeing from them, but know that this is them doing the work, because they're choosing to respond to the highest, lightest, and brightest part of you, as that's how you are showing up now. And that's what is magnetically working through them in your interpersonal relationships. So if this person has been stubborn, obtuse, expect that, yeah, some of that stuff could still be there, but expect it to transform into something that is more of a match for the lighter aspects of what they are. Because you know that they have it in them. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be there. And you know that everything is happening for a reason. So even every little blow up, every miscommunication, every little bit of dispensation of this muck and mire is so that it can be released, clean through. As this channel's physical mother once said to her, you know, you may have been born in the shit pile, but you don't have to stay there. You can get up, wash yourself off, and move on. And this is what you've chosen to do. Now others around you are choosing to do it too, because this is the energy that radiates from you. And we've told you before, and we've channeled before, and now like never before is really profoundly happening on earth, is that as you have done that work, You hold that energy for all your soul connections to more easily pull from. And not even pull from, that they're more magnetized to do this inner transformational work as well. But the supportive elements are there. The co-creative elements are there. Those who are making this their choice are there. Those who are choosing not are going off with the others who they are vibrationally a match to. And that's okay too. So expect an improvement in communications. Expect an improvement in the relations. With all that being said and done, let's get into these cards and allow this channel to continue. For love today, we have share the love. Share the love. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, and we share the love. Let's see what is the word of clarity for peace. We have connect peacefully. Peaceful connections. Connecting to that peaceful part of ourselves. Connecting in peace. Peacefully connecting. Connecting the pieces. For happiness, expect happiness. Expect the happiness. Don't expect a fight. Expect the happiness. Expect the happiness. The bottom of the deck is idea. You had an idea. That's why it's in reverse. The light bulb went on you, and you realized where you were holding on to a curse. Now, the 3 red cherries comes out of the flashcards today, looking like 3 of pentacles. 3 hearts coming together. 3 hearts coming together. It's a beautiful energy, a beautiful building energy, a beautiful energy of growth, a beautiful energy of the growth of love. Because why? The bottom of the deck, we have the pink cup, healing inner child emotional issues. Filling up the inner child, having taken time to retreat into your inner child. Did you take some time to play? That came out of these cards the other day. The overall macrocosmic hitting every human on earth energy today that came out of the deck was the Sun card. Joy, happiness, connection, awareness, consciousness, love, and play. And the sun is that medicine. The sun is the medicine. So getting out in the sun to play. Interestingly enough, there's so much balance here because at the bottom of the deck we have the moon. So both the sun and the moon here. And as we are in this new moon in Leo energy, there's some profound shifts happening on earth overall, and this is being reflected. The sun is that Leo energy, and it's a new moon in Leo. New moon in Leo. Leo is very charismatic. It's very fun, and I even hear the word philanthropic. Leo, very fun, very playful, very lighthearted, outgoing. So a lot of outgoing energy. Flamboyancy is one of the keywords for Leo. So there could be some flamboyancy happening where ones are showing up as their lightest and brightest self. And like the sun, the ruler of Leo, I always shine. We don't ask permission to shine. We always shine our highest, lightest, and brightest self. This is what we choose. This is our option to choose or to refuse. So, share, connect, and expect. Share what? Love and peace and happiness. This is how we connect, and this is what we can expect because this is what we're putting out. We got the bright idea. We got the download. We've seen it. The crystal clear clarity of consciousness has come in for us. And we know we're blessed all day, every day. Okay? Today, we want to thank all of you who've chosen to come out and play in these energies of creativity. We know that you could give your attention and your focus to anything. We could focus on every little relationship issue. We could focus on every little problem. Or we could focus on love and peace and happiness and empowering ourselves and being our best. And that's what we're choosing to do here. So thank you for aligning with our channel. Thank you for taking this energy and carrying it forward into your own private community, your own public community, your own wherever you are, because you own it, because you're in that highest, lightest, and brightest. You are the share, connect, expect energy. You are sharing that highest, lightest, and brightest part of yourself. And this is allowing you to connect with others and expect positive outcomes. Expect the reciprocation of these energies. So We want to thank all of you for your donations, as we are worthy and deserving of all of them. All that money goes right back into the channel, providing more cards and more fun for you. Also, today we're going to be offering in reciprocation for every donation of $5 US or more, a personal mini reading. And we have first on the list, Christina Ridaha. Thank you for your $7 donation. We also have second on the list, Wanda. Thank you for your $5 donation. Yesterday, this channel heard we will no longer be doing pick-a-cards during the session. We'll be going live with a pick-a-card for all other peoples, for all of you. Afterwards, literally no more pick-a-cards during this session. That was an inspiration to do pick-a-cards every day as well. So expect 2 videos live every day. Let's go ahead and get into the experience that wants to come through today. The bottom of the deck for today's experience, we have the Ace of Wands, and it's in reverse. Somebody had given up their power. I hear somebody had given up their power. And I hear somebody didn't know what to do because they had given up their power. In the past, we had, for the other party, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We had somebody here who was feeling adverse to family, somebody who wasn't recognizing that somebody felt like they were cast out of their family. They felt very alone. They did not feel connected. They felt disconnected. They gave their power over to feeling alone, feeling isolated, feeling like they were left out. And your side coming through is a 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so we have an ending and a completion in the past in this. And what was it? The 3 of Swords. Okay, interesting. So in the past, there was this 3 of Swords energy that was mutual as both of you dealt with endings. So somebody dealt with the ending of an idea. Somebody dealt with an ending of a belief pattern. So this idea came through for different ones of you and different experiences. But I'm picking up on, like, I can't do this anymore. There was an awareness, a clarity that came through for you in the past. This was very healing for you. Now, this other party that you're dealing with, theirs was like, I can't rely on the family to provide this, that, or the other, whatever that might be. There was this, I have to do what I need to do to heal me. And because the 3 of Swords is in reverse, there was a facing the pain, facing the disappointment, facing and dealing and coping with the challenge, the difficulty, the strife, the pain that was there was finally addressed. Because the thing of it is, certain little slights you can ignore and pretend like they're not there and like they're not bothering you. However, some things dig claws into your soul, and they will not go away until we cope with them. We've got to pry each of those claws out of our heart. And that's what was happening in the recent past with this 3 of Swords energy. So in the present, we have them showing up with the Sun. Yay. Consciousness, awareness. They've learned the lessons. This new moon in Leo energy is having a profound effect on them. You are showing up with the bonus card, which says, I got to grab that deck and pull the first card off the top to see what's being bonus. And it's the 4 of Wands in reverse. Party's over, party's over. So something coming to an end on your side, and it could simply be what you were doing, because again, in your recent past, you had the 10 of Swords saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. So you pulling back your hands off of whatever you had been doing. Was it for 4 years? Was it for 4 months, 4 weeks? Something that you were going through. It was a spiritual initiation that you had gone through that is now put you to the point where you're like, oh, this counteracts everything that I've been learning. It's time to stop that. So you put a stop to something. It's no longer satisfying you to carry on with that behavior, whatever that was. You're putting a stop to it. The Queen of Swords is the common energy. This is boundary setting. This is looking forward to the transformation, because I have finally learned how to stand my ground, and I've had to toughen up. I had to toughen up my skin. I had to cover up some of what I have going on inside, so it cannot be, I'm not open and exposed, protecting myself. Why? Because I've been through some things. I've been through some things that have taught me some things, and now I'm applying what I know, taking that degree off the wall and putting it into action. Okay, let's see what's the hidden blessing in this on their side. Coming up with the Temperance in reverse. The hidden blessing in this is that they're so emotionally distraught, they cannot ignore it anymore. They have to deal with it. But that's good, because now they're showing up with the Sun. There's consciousness. There's awareness here. Maybe they've already been dealing with this. Maybe we're talking about something in the past, this emotional upset. Maybe they're starting to realize that their emotional upset is contributing to this pain that they've been holding on to. You and the hidden blessing coming through with the Page of Wands. Good, this is good news in the upright. So this is, hey, hidden blessing was not good news. And I hear you were the one that had to deliver some not so good news. And I feel like that was in the setting of the boundaries, the telling of the truth, to change a situation where you had to tell somebody, look, I'm not going to be able to do this no more. It's just not working out for me anymore. I cannot be in service to you this way. I'm not going to give my energy in this way anymore. That has been your hidden blessing. And the common energy in the hidden blessing was the truth came out. Wherever there was a cutting off, the Queen of Swords putting that sword down, that was the hidden blessing in between the two of you. So it was one person emotionally acting erratic, causing you to respond with, hey, you know what? You're not going to like this, but this is where I stand. This is what time it is, and this is how it's going down. Okay? The truth coming through. The challenge for them is the Six of Wands. They have a very big ego that they have to deal with. And there's some recognition that they feel that they deserve. But see, they're not getting the recognition because they're not giving recognition. Now, interestingly enough, what just got pointed out to me, of course, was the major arcana energy that is common for all humanity and being in the present of who you're dealing with. So they are right in tune with the common energies. The challenge on your side is the Hangman in reverse, to stop making that sacrifice. I feel like you took that challenge on because the Four of Wands is currently in the reverse position. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The common energy in the challenge, we have the Five of Wands. So the challenge is, are you going to bicker and battle? My mother always said, one hand by yourself don't make no noise. It take two hands to make some clap. In other words, one person by themselves does not a fight make. Somebody had to withdraw. And so you had to realize where you had given enough and sacrificed enough, take that awareness to put you into an alignment with a different perspective over things. Somewhere in this energy, I feel like you felt that if you didn't continue to do what you were doing, it would be disastrous to the other party, that they needed you. Really, nobody needs you. They need everything that is contained within them. Because if the truth is you will have everything, you are whole and complete, and each of us came here with everything, then the minute we decide that, oh, well, they need me, I have to do this for them. Now we are disempowering them and ourselves, because that means by default, now you need something else to be healthy, whole, and complete. And we know that that's not true. We are the divine children of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. We are healthy, whole, and complete. We are all that we need. And so we need to remove the idea that without us, they just can't. They won't. No. That's not true. You may not like the way that path and that journey looks for them, but none of us is the savior to the other. However, sometimes it's okay. We want you to take this, and it's not with a grain of salt. We want you to take this and understand that where your spirit moves you to be of assistance and of aid to another, that's okay. But at the place where you believe that you have the power to save them, to change them, to make them see the other way, that is not your place. That has to happen within them. And when you're helping, aiding, assisting, and giving doesn't change anything, and you see that, it's time for you to shift what you're doing, because at that point, you become an enabler, okay? So the environment, what's going on in the environment for the other party? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. They're learning to let go of the combat, learning to let go of arguing so much. There's been so much arguing going on and fighting and disagreement, and it's like they're figuring out, like, oh my God, I need to chill out. And so it's like, who's the common denominator? They're figuring out that they are the common denominator to all the arguing, the bickering, the back and forth, the battling in their life. They are realizing that they are the common denominator to the fighting and the battling and the challenges that they've had. On your side, and what is in your environment? You have, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So in your environment, it's like you had felt that there was a lot of attacks coming your way. And I see those attacks slowing. I see those attacks slowing because you decided to let go of being the provider of the healing, the experience. You let go of, I gotta save you. I gotta do it for you. You finally let that go. And as a result, you're gonna find that those attacks are gonna soften. Because the thing is, those attacks were coming in because you were taking on all the karmic energy for all these individuals that you thought that you were responsible for their healing, for their growth, for their well-being. I mean, if it didn't come out of your body, or you're not the guardian of it, and it's not underage, and it's fully able and capable to do for itself, its purpose, its life is bringing them to do for themselves. Nobody's life is teaching them to leech off of another human, to be a moocher. Nobody's life is here to be lazy. Now, it's interesting how the way the universe is all co-created, because at the same time, when they are this way and you allow it so long, they serve a purpose to create enlightenment. So likewise, they will create enlightenment within you, saying, hey, you know what? I can't fix it for them. But at the same time, when you remove yourself from that situation, and now they got to deal with the repercussions of what they've done and how they've lived and the choices they've made, now they get the chance to take the enlightenment for themselves. Okay. The common energy within the environment is the Hierophant in reverse, praise. We praise the Hierophant come out because that's the spiritual authority. These are life lessons that have been put down. Life lessons put down. Are you going to pick them up? Are you going to run with them? What you going to do with the life lessons? Did you figure it out? Because they say if you know better, you do better. This is, the opportunity is ripe, ready, it's been there, it's been delivered to learn and do better. Okay. And I feel, because you have done the work you've done, I'm hearing that this has been done on a soul level. Because here's the beautiful part of this all. So let's say you do the work, you make the change and the adjustment to your behavioral patterns. The other person, maybe they are not, okay? But the cool part is because for it to show through you physically in the 3D means you did it spiritually. Now, the other cool part of it, which we really want to focus upon for you at this moment, because this is not the motivation for why you do it. You do it to heal yourself. But what you need to know is the bonus cherry on top of the whipped cream is that when you've done it spiritually, it's an interchange of energy. It's happened on both parties. So although it hasn't trickled down to their frontal lobe and become a part of their conscious awareness yet, the healing was done on both parties when you chose to cover it over with love and do the healing work. And sometimes that love is soft and sometimes that love is tough. But because you did the healing happened energetically on both sides. Now, what does that mean for the other party? It means for the other party, they'll have a conflict, they'll have a challenge, which is, will you accept the opportunity to embrace this energy that is sitting on your soul, or will you fight it? Somebody has chosen to stop fighting with this in their environment because it's showing up everywhere. Okay, let's look at the advice. What the other party needs to do. What is the advice for the other party? The 10 of Wands. Let go of the burden. Stop carrying all this drama, all this combat. Stop trying to do too much. Stop blocking yourself off for the other party. They need to stop blocking themselves off. And I'm hearing, and somebody needs to really stop carrying all the burdens of the past, all the burdens from the things that didn't last, that didn't pan out. They all were there to highlight some energy. And I hear some deficiency energy where without me, that they just can't do it, or I'm not enough types of energy. So let go of those burdens is the advice for the other party. Let's see what's the advice for you. The 10 of the major arcana is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's in reverse. And the advice for you is, for someone, is just chalk it up to the game and take the loss. Somebody is holding on to a situation for some financial gain because maybe they owe you some money. Yeah, let it go. Money is not worth your soul. For others of you, you've already created the shift you wanted to create. Now roll with the changes. Roll with the changes and the fallout of you changing your energy, because what you did was you changed a karmic cycle. You let go of a karmic cycle. You let go of a family karmic cycle. You quit doing the same thing over and over again. And now they're showing me Einstein's quote, insanity is doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting a different outcome. You change your action Now the response must be different. Okay. The common energy, what is the situation calling for? The advice for the situation is a Knight of Swords in reverse. Slow it down, pony. Slow this energy down. Take a moment before any responses are given, and it's time to stop being in attack mode. Start listening more and speaking less. Also, I'm hearing any speaking that you just can't avoid to do. Speak to their spirit. Speak to their spirit, because this energy right now is serving you a lot more. How do you speak to your spirit was a question that I got a couple of times. And then how do you speak to your spirit? First off, you have to be in a state where you realize that everybody is more than just their physical body. They're more than just their mind and their ears and their lips and their pretty face. They are also energy. We are all composed of atoms. So all you have to do to speak to their spirit is literally just visualize yourself and them face to face and say through your mind what you want them to hear. You bypass the physical 3D, you go straight to spirit. It's a beautiful thing. Now, we want to also say, make sure that when you do things in this way, that you're planting everything you're saying, everything you're planting is based in love, peace, and happiness. Because anywhere where you're planting ideas of manipulation, of thievery, of connivery, anywhere where you're planting this false, manipulative, dark energy this way, because people do that too. People do that too. But anywhere where you're doing that, that shit will multiply and return to you. And we're not going to talk about that no more. Also, I need you to know what Spirit is saying is anywhere where you see ones around you, they just keep going down and down and down and down. And they smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Those backstabbers. Backstabbers. You might see them. Let me show that one more time. Backstabbers, right? You might see them going down and down and down and down. And whoever this person is, it's funny because every time you have a great story or a great experience to relate, they just can't delight with you. They don't congratulate you. They're not happy for your successes. It's like when you're having the greatest success, they want to talk about their problem or their pain. They cannot get into your success. This person may be speaking to your soul in an ugly way if you still have them around. I feel, though, that most of you have already separated yourself from this energy. That's a strong feeling that I have. There's a couple of you who will come across this video and more in the future. I'm hearing more in the future. In the future, so again, put in the comments if you're watching this and it doesn't say live, then put in the comments how many views this video had, because it's in the future, in the near future. I'm hearing within the next year or two. The comments of the number of views is going to be going up and up and up on this video like crazy. Because a lot of people who have been working against their own energy are going to have a shift that we are on the leading edge of, and they're going to realize that they've been hanging on to a lot of backstabbers. The outcome, because that was a whole sidebar. The outcome for the other party at this time, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. They're going to make a decision, and what they've been refusing to see will become apparently clear for them. They'll come into some clarity. They'll be making a decision. And I feel that anywhere where ones are blocking off the conscious awareness that's coming through to them right now, they're going to make a decision to move away from you. Okay. Let's look at the outcome for you. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is the outcome for you. You're going to sit in your heart energy, I hear first. You're going to reserve your energy because you realize that you've given so much energy to external influences and situations and individuals. It's time to conserve your energy, not blocking yourself off. You will still give, but you will give from your heart, because all the pentacles are on the heart. So you will give from your heart, but you will give selectively. You will give selectively. The common energy of this connection, what is the outcome? We have the Fool in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Yeah, somebody is going to make a decision that is going to be foolish. And I feel like it's going to force you to pull your energy back. I did pick up on that. Somebody is not wanting to take and allow this consciousness to work in them. So they're going to have to make a decision. And for some of you, this is going to be a decision to separate because there's a lack of trust here. I'm getting this is a lack of trust in between because somebody is not quite where you're at in the elevation of consciousness. Okay. So let's just go ahead and pull off the top of the deck. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Queen of Wands in reverse, your advice is to stop feeding it more energy. Don't allow yourself to be so provoked. Calm yourself down. I am calm, cool, and collected. This is your mantra. If you're dealing with the Leo, pour that I am calm, cool, and collected energy all over it. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the advice for you is the Three of Wands in reverse. You have to trust in what you put out there that it will come back to you and the energy that you put through. And also there's a Sagittarius who is really trying energetically to make something work. And they're like, look, stop deciding where it has to come from. When your ships come in, you don't always know which direction they're coming from. So somebody has decided it must come from here. It must be with this one. It must be in this way. And it's like, just know that it's going to unfold and allow it to come in from wherever it wants to come in. And you'll be really happy if you do that. Somebody is dealing with a Taurian energy. If you are, the advice for you is the Chariot. The Chariot is let it go and let it go fast. Let it go fast. This energy is very intimidating to you. It could be a little frightening. But hey, this energy wants to move fast, and the advice for you is to get on board, get on with this Chariot and move forward. Move forward. Get over the challenges, get over the obstacles. You've already learned what you need to, apply them, and let this thing move forward. If you're dealing with somebody who identifies as an Ophiuchus, what is the advice for you? It's the 10 of Cups. Go ahead and enjoy this connection. Embrace this connection. This connection has a lot of harmony in it, and it would be great for you to allow that to flow. It would equal into a lot of peace and happiness for you. If you're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarian feminine energy, then the advice for you is the 5 of Cups in reverse. Stop looking at the past. Stop looking at the past pain. You got to let all that go. So this is our general reading for today. I trust that it's been of service to you because I trust in my divine connection, and I already know we channeling all up in here. So it's time to get into your personal mini readings, and the decks that I'm going to use today are both from Kim Krans. I'm going to be combining them for your personal mini reading, and it's the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. So I've used these decks together several times over the last several months, and I've been watching a lot of the readings put up by Cindy from over at Awakening with Spirit. Is Awakening with Spirit? Awakening the Spirit Within. So I can't remember the name of her channel, but her name is Cindy. I've been watching those. So we're going to go ahead and she started combining this deck. I want to say these same two decks. I want to say a few weeks ago, and it's like, oh my God, I had been doing that on my show. And I'm really loving the way her readings are coming out. So my spirit was like, yeah, let's do that again today here for your personal mini readings. Okay. So first on the list is we have Christina Redaha. She comments, so resonates with me and what I'm going through these past weeks. That's awesome. I'm so thankful and grateful that you can join us today. Jolene and anybody else who's watching while this rectangle is still live, I'm barely getting ready to start the personal mini reading, so you still have time to set your donation in. Right now I have Christina, Wanda, and Amy on the list, and then I'll go through and check the donations and see who else needs added to the list. You're on time as long as I haven't started singing the song. If your donation comes in after the song has started, or I just, for whatever reason, didn't see it, I'm going to put you onto the list for the next show. Okay? So let's see what is the message today for Christina. Now that these two decks are nicely combined, let's just there's something on her mind, something she needs to know. What is the salve? What is What is the healing salve for her soul? What is Christina's message? Ooh, okay. First card out for you is the earthworm. You got the earthworm coming out. The earthworm, earth energy. There's a conservation of energy. This is showing me the outcome that I had in the general spread of the Four of Pentacles. A conservation of energy. Now, it's interesting because this earthworm you see right here, it looks like it is healing itself from a cut. This earthworm has been cut. So you may feel like you've lost something. Something has been cut from you. But it's still with you. The energy of it is still with you, and you're healing in this. Okay, let's see what other card came out for you. You have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Interesting that this is in reverse, because the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Wands is about overwhelming yourself and carrying burdens. So she says, Christina, in the comments I read, IDK, why I'm crying. You don't know why you're crying. Okay, well, it looks like, honey, you're conserving energy and you're releasing some burdens. So there's some things on your soul. You may not even identify what they are right now, but they are releasing through those tears. The Ace of Wands is in reverse, which is, again, the same as the general spread. And you said it resonated with you, where you had given your power away. And I feel like you gave your power away to a person who is very sneaky, or an energy that is very sneaky, not forthcoming. Maybe they do things in the dark. They lie, they cheat, they steal. Well, I feel like anywhere where you've been giving so much of yourself to a situation or an individual, you're ready to drop that off. If you didn't already drop that off, it's like, yeah, time to go. Giving up the weight of that, giving up that burden. So, Christina, I hope that your mini reading has served you well. Now we're going into Wanda's personal mini reading. Let's see, what is the message for Wanda today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel the release that you're going through, Christina. I just felt it strongly through my whole body. And be at peace with those tears, girl. Let them flow. Let them flow freely. If you want to make it even louder and all of that stuff, go ahead, girl. Let it go. All right. You're very welcome, Christina. For Wanda, let's go. What is the perfect message for Wanda's personal mini reading today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Wanda, you came out with the Hermit, first off, in reverse, the Hermit in reverse for you. This says that you've been doing some soul searching. You've been checking yourself. You've been figuring your own stuff out. Also coming out with the Two of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you've been asking yourself, well, what am I going to do? I feel like you've recently just made a decision on what you want to do. The bottom of the deck is the Black Egg, saying the universe has had something for you. The universe has something for you in store for you, but you can't really see it yet. There's something that's about to come out. And the reason it's black is because you really can't necessarily make out what that is, but your soul is calling you to it. So it's like, as you make decisions, as you're making the decisions, it will become clearer to you exactly what this is. Now, I want you to know that what I'm feeling about this Black Egg is it is taking you into a very loving, abundant, and prosperous energy. I feel like you're going to have another energy come in as part of this experience, another human energy joining you in as part of a co-creative experience with you, okay? Whew, Wanda, thank you. Now, next on the list, I have Amy. Let's see what Amy, thank you for your $5.99 donation. Listeners, God, what is the message you have for Amy today? What is the personal mini message for Amy today? Listeners, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what's on her heart. You know what's on her mind. You know what she needs to hear for Amy. I want to thank you. Special shout out to Michael for being an excellent moderator. Every time you're live, I just notice how you step up and handle that. Thank you, love. All right. So personal mini message for Amy. What do you want to say to Amy? What does she need to know at this time? Just waiting for the first card to pop out. Thank you. Ooh, the hyena is here. The hyena is here and coming out with a Three of Swords Amy, somebody in your energy field is very predatory. The Hangman is at the bottom of the deck. I don't like this hyena. I do not like this hyena. I feel like you're dealing with a person who likes to pick. There's a button pusher. Somebody knows how to push your buttons. And you're trying to protect yourself from it. I feel like you're trying to protect yourself from it. I feel like you're trying to close yourself off to this energy. And I feel like, is this at work? Because there's somebody who likes to just pick. And it's like they're waiting to see if they can provoke you to attack. And as I say that, what I'm seeing is the first salon I worked in, this lady was so, I don't know what was her deal. I mean, a lot of stuff came out later. But that day I moved out of her salon, she tried to provoke me and convince me to punch her in the nose. She wanted me to go to jail. I said, if I wanted to punch you in the nose, I would have punched you in the nose. I just want to get my stuff and go. You can't write me a rent receipt. I just want to get my stuff and go. So there's that energy of a person who is pick. They want to pick at you. They're going to try to push you. I also feel like part of why this is happening in your life for you, Amy, is because there is some pain, some burdens that you've been carrying. And I feel that you need to face them now, because part of why you're attracting this picker, this button pusher person, is because you tried to block yourself off from facing that. So is it a decision that you made that hurts? Is it you don't want to cause somebody else hurt, so you'll go ahead and take it? You don't need to make that type of sacrifice no more. With the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, you could be feeling like you have sacrificed yourself to a situation. You don't need to be doing all that, okay? Do not allow this person to take you to the miserable state that they're in. I feel like you're dealing with a situation or an individual who just thrives in the energy of misery. But it's like it came out in your reading because I feel like you're picking up on this. You just needed a little bit of bolster of, you're right. I know it. And I feel like that's maybe what you've been saying. I fucking know it. I know it. Type of energy. And I feel like this person is going to pick and push buttons until you put your foot down. Okay. So that's the energy I have there for you, Amy. I want to thank you for your donation. Now let me get into my phone. I see Jolene. Thank you for your $5 donation, Jolene. So let's see what is Jolene's personal mini message from this combined deck. This is your last chance to get your donation of $5 or more if you want a personal mini reading today. But it's not your last chance forever, because every day I do this. All right, we do this every day. All right, let's just go. Thank you for the perfect mini reading for Jolene. Jolene, you had a question. Your question was something about, what is Jeffrey hiding? Okay. What is Jeffrey hiding? Let's find out. Look, folks, don't want to mess with a person of spiritual faith. Don't do it. Because God will show them what they need to know. The universe will show. It's funny how that works out. It's funny because sometimes, okay, so this is part of your message, Jolene. Sometimes you walk around just because you got the best intentions. You just think everybody got the best intentions. And so you kind of walk around with the word oblivious coming up. So let's see, what is Jeffrey hiding until God shows you? And the reason why it may take you a while to see what was hidden before is because of the fact that it serves a purpose for you to go through that experience, a very powerful purpose, not only in their life, but in your life. Okay. The bottom of the deck for the answer of what is Jeffrey hiding, we have the Scorpion. And what came out, we have the Cobra, and we have the Six of Wands. It also came in reverse. So I feel like what he's hiding is he actually has a lot. First off, he's very passionate, but I feel like he's trying to hide a lot of arrogance. I'm picking up on arrogance. I'm picking up on haughtiness. I'm picking up on ego. I'm picking up on, I'm picking up on a bruised ego. I'm picking up on, like controlling. And I feel like, interesting. I feel like with Jeffrey, part of what he's hiding is his anger issues. A lot of emotional, pent-up anger issues. It's like the Cobra came out in reverse, and I feel like the part of the reason why the Cobra came out in reverse is because I'm not going to show you how I will snap and bite you with a poisonous bite. I feel like Jeffrey is trying to make it seem really nice and really sweet, but he's not really nice and really sweet. I feel like you may have even said some things that have pissed Jeffrey the off, but he's not telling you, because the way the scorpion is coming through is like, I'm saving this sting. Oh, I'll deliver that sting. What the heck? Why is there this anger there? Why is there this resentment? Why is there this ego there? But it's there, okay? That's what I feel like Jeffrey is hiding. I feel like it's some emotional control issues. I feel like there's some resentment there. Interesting. Whoa. All right. So that's what I have for what is Jeffrey hiding. So that is our message for today. I'll be right back with a pick a deck reading for you. So stay tuned if you want to be a part of that. And until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time. Ladies, you're welcome, Jolene. Thank you, Michael, Wanda, Christina, Amy. So thankful and grateful that you were all here live with me today. And to all the silent stalkers and the later watchers, we love you too. Ladies.